I'll run me back another lesson, Lord willing to be edifying. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Maharakakadash, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth. Shalom to you, Akim and Akwaf, that believe and have faith in Yahweh Bahashem El Shai in these last days. Praying to be a part of the hopeful elect. Just a couple little headlines or whatever, and a couple of videos I want to get into before we get to scriptures. As you see on the screen, it says recipients at Boston Satan Con shred the Bible doing opening ritual while chanting "Hail Satan," man. So we living in very, very, very demonic times, man. As you see what is symbolizing the rainbow on his horns, man. It's all this agenda is satanic, man. We're gonna get into that today. I think I brought this out yesterday, but it goes right with the topic of what we got going on today in this lesson. It's a 17-year-old arrested in fatal shooting of prominent transgender. As you see, man, what time we living in. And as you see, this guy got a full beard on his face, and look what he transforms into.
A man that can do both.
They say they don't fuck with me, but I say they can't fuck with me.
Man, I thought you was talking like a suit maybe, or not a whole nother person.
Yeah, man, that's what times we're living in, man. We living in some sick times, man. And they don't care, man. These people do not care that agenda. They do not care, man.
Listen carefully to what he says. This is from DC's Correspondents' Dinner last night. They think it's all a big joke. The drag queens aren't coming for your kids. Nah, but even if they are, well, they're in far bigger danger anyway, so what does it really matter?
Stop talking about that. Drag queens are not at a school to groom your kids. Stop it. And even if they were, most of them kids gonna get shot at school. It ain't no problem.
And then the crowd burst into laughter because the thought of your child being molested at school or being harmed at school, well, that's just so funny that they couldn't help themselves.
Yeah, as you see, man, they've been pushing that on the news here these last couple of weeks, man. And they transform and come out of everywhere.
Oh my God, yes, I'm down. I was really hoping that he will come through. Oh my God, you're my booty, yeah.
So, man, I gotta bring this out, man. They might flag it or bring it down, but this right here, this information got to be brought out, man, because same thing that happened in the past is going to happen now.
If you think life is complicated, try dealing with a transgender girl texting a boy she just met at school.
She's made a new friend, and it's a boy. So I tell her, if you're going to have friends that are boys, they need to know immediately. I wanted to tell you that I was transgender, which means that I was a boy, but I became a girl. So I have a girl brain, but a male body.
A few moments later, the boy responds, obviously confused.
He just sent me, but you have a girl body, right? That's a very difficult question to ask. Why don't you tell him to watch the videos first?
Jazz texts him back to watch this online video of her, hoping it will help him to understand.
And I think like a girl, but I just have a boy body.
Oh, that's a cute video. So what parts of a boy do you have? What are you going to say?
The P word.
You are?
The P word.
Like a tattoo that won't rub off, the P word is likely to follow Jazz everywhere.
I don't care what he thinks about me. If it's bad, if it's good, then I love him so.
What are you doing, Jazz?
Oh, wait till you hear what she's up to.
Greg has been down this road before with his oldest daughter, but advising a transgender tween with a crush is new territory.
What did he say?
He accepts me for who I am.
As you see it, man, we got to get the fuck out of here, man. If we don't get out of here, man, Our kids and offsprings out there, so man, they ain't gonna make it, man. They don't have no life. And all they're gonna see is what you see on the screen. And they're gonna be basically transformed to even thinking that way, to even be a part of what is become now acceptable, man. The alphabet community. And the Lord, we're gonna read it, man, but the Lord gave us examples of what happened if you think that way or go that way, man. So we truly got to get out of here, man. We truly in the last days, man. This is Jude 1, and I'm trying to get the point in verse 7. Even as Sodom and Gomorrah and the cities about them, in like manner, giving themselves over to fornication and going after strange flesh. That's common, man. Going after strange flesh is the same flesh you have. Are set for an example, suffering the vengeance of eternal fire, man. Sodom and Gomorrah was set for an example for what the Lord had us not to do. And they were suffering eternal fire, man. That means the fire consumed that place and was never brought up, built on or dwelt in again, man. It's the same thing that's going to happen now, man. This is Deuteronomy 29. Let's get Deuteronomy 28. No, it's 29. It's a lock in. Deuteronomy 29, and I'm going to drop down to verse 17. It says, and ye have seen their abominations and their idols, wood and stone, silver and gold, which were among them. Lest there should be among you man or woman or family or tribe whose heart turn away this day from Yahweh by Shem Yahushua, our power to go and serve other gods of these nations. Lest there should be among you a root beareth a root that beareth the gall of wormwood, man. That's basically following after these other gods, man. It says, and it come to pass when he heareth the words of this curse, that he blesseth himself in his heart, saying, I shall have peace, though I walk in the imagination of my heart. And that's what these people do, man. They'll walk in the imagination of their own heart, thinking they're going to have peace, man. But the Lord is going to bring judgment on you for you even going that way. He says to add drunkenness to thirst. Yahweh Bashem Yahushua will not spare him, but then the anger of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua and his jealousy shall smote against that man, and all the curses that are written in this book shall lie upon him, and Yahweh Bashem Yahushua shall blot out his name from under heaven, man. So if you go that way, man, you think that way, man, the Lord is going to punish you, man. He's going to judge you and bring all the judgment and the curses of this book on you, man. And you might not see it now. You think, oh, no, man. The Lord is going to bring great destruction on this place, man. It's the wickedness of this place has reached the heavens, man. Plenty of scriptures go into that, man. And you can see it. It's coming, man. Because everybody's spirit is down, man. Everybody's kind of up on edge, man. As you see people knocking on the wrong door and people shooting them and shit, man. You know what I'm saying? I've seen two articles, man, where a guy was a painter. He walked into the wrong door doing the maintenance on an apartment, and the guy pulled a gun right out at him and shot through the door, man. So this place is, man, is getting everybody is up on edge, man. Verse 21, it says, and Yahweh Bashem Yahushua shall separate him unto evil out of all the tribes of Israel. It's talking about you 2/3, man. You blacks, Hispanic, and Native Americans that go their way, the Lord is going to separate you from the children of Israel, man. You're going to be judged, man. You're going to be left as an example too, man. Just like Lot's wife when she looked back. At the end of 21, it says, according to all the curses of the covenant that are written in this book of the law, so that the generations to come of your children that shall rise up after you, and the stranger that shall come from a far land shall say, when they see the plagues of that land and the sickness which Yahweh Bashem Yahushua had laid upon it, man. See, the Lord, you're going to be an example of what not to do, man. You're going to be judged just like Sodom and Gomorrah. Verse 23, it says, and that the whole land thereof is brimstone and salt and burning. See, and that it is not sown, nor beareth, nor any grass groweth therein, like the overthrow of Sodom and Gomorrah, Admon and Zeboim, Zeboim, just to get it, just in case somebody need to know it.
Zeboim.
Zeboim. So you're going to be left like these neighboring cities, man, to Sodom and Gomorrah. It says, which Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua overthrew in his anger and in his wrath. And that's plain, man. The Lord overthrew this in his anger and his wrath. So if that place got overthrown, what do you think he's going to do to Babylon the Great, the daughter of Babylon? It says, even all nations shall say, wherefore hath Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua done thus unto this land? See that? They're going to know the Lord brought the judgment on this place, man. Just like they know the Lord brought judgment on Sodom and Gomorrah. That meaneth the heat of his anger. The meaning of what meaneth the heat of this great anger, man. Why did the Lord do this, man? Then men shall say, because they have forsaken the covenant of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua and their fathers, which he made with them when he brought them forth out of the land of Egypt, man. For they went and served other gods, and that's what our people have done, man. They went and served other gods and worshiped them, man. Gods whom they knew not, and whom he had not given unto them. See that? Yeah, and the anger of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua was kindled against this land to bring upon it all the curses that are written in this book, man. So the Lord is going to bring great judgment on this place, man. Babylon the Great, man, which is called America. And Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua rooted them out of their land in anger and in wrath and in great indignation, and cast them into another land as it is this day. And you know what I'm saying? It's going to come again, man. The Lord is going to bring great destruction on this place, man. 23 again, it says, now let me get 22 again. It says, so that the generations to come of your children shall rise up after you, and the stranger that shall come forth from a far land shall say, when they see the plagues of that land and the sickness of which Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua have laid upon it, man. And that's what they finna see, man. The sickness and the plagues of the Lord is finna lay upon his land, man. That's what the scripture's saying. I think it's Revelation 18. They seen far off. They cried afar off for the destruction of Babylon the Great, man. That's what's finna come on this place, man. And you can't warn nobody for what's coming, man, because they can clearly see it, man. You know what I'm saying? Like apostles, elders, a great millstone been prophesying for many years, man. And basically we entered into their labor to prophesy the same exact prophecies that are in the scriptures that they prophesied. And we see this place is done, man. For what they done to the people, they changed the people and gave, you know what I'm saying? They didn't pretty much change them, man. The Lord gave them over to reprobate minds, man. I can't even say the people, man, because the Lord did this to them, man. Because they didn't return. I'm speaking mostly to our people, man. Our people, you blacks, Hispanic, and Native Americans didn't repent and return to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. So the Lord gave you over to a reprobate mind. That's in Romans 1. This is 2 Ezra 2. In verse 8 it says, woe be unto thee, Assur, thou that hidest the unrighteousness in thee. And that's Babylon the Great, that had the unrighteousness in thee. O thou wicked people, remember what I did unto Sodom and Gomorrah. See, the Lord telling you, remember what I did to Sodom and Gomorrah? You don't remember that? Whose land lieth in clods and of pitch and heaps of ashes. And that's true, man, to this very day. You can go on YouTube and look up Sodom and Gomorrah, man. There's plenty that, you know what I'm saying, scholars or whatever you call them, man. They go over there to architectures and, well, I forgot what they call them, motherfuckers. They go and dig up shit, man. They go over there and you can see it's still in heaps of ashes, man. Even so also will I do unto them that hear me not, saith the Almighty Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. So the Lord telling you, He gonna do the same thing to you, man. He gonna do the same exact thing to you. I will do unto them that hear me not, saith Yahweh, the Almighty Yahweh Shem Yahushua. So He's gonna do that to you, man. That didn't return and repent to Yahweh Shem Yahushua. He's gonna give you over to that fire, that eternal fire that's gonna burn for many, many years, man. And that's what hell is, man. Them thermonuclear missiles that's going to destroy Babylon the Great, man. This upcoming destruction, man. This is 2 Peter's 2. And I'm going to just start at verse 5. It says, and spared not the old world, but saved Noah, the 8th person, a preacher of righteousness, man. And that's what we want to be in the same lot as Noah, man. Preachers of righteousness, man. Bringing in the flood upon the world of the ungodly. See, that's what the Lord judgment was. He brought the flood on an ungodly world, man. And turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes and condemned them with an overthrow, making them an example unto those that after should live ungodly, man. So the Lord gave us an example for what's going to happen to people that live ungodly, man. So there's no excuse for somebody to go that way, man. It's inconvenient, man. It's uncommon, man. It's not natural. This is Romans 9 and 28. It says, verse 27, it says, Isaiah also cried concerning Israel. Check this out. This Isaiah say the same exact thing. And we're going to get that. It says, though the number of the children of Israel be as the sand of the sea, a remnant shall be saved. See that? A remnant going to be saved, man, because everybody else going to think this way right here, man. And he will finish the work and cut it short in righteousness, because a short work will Yahweh by Shem Yahushua make up on the earth. Because he said he's going to destroy America, Babylon the Great, in 1 hour. Verse 29, Isaiah. And as Isaiah said before, except Yahweh by Shem Yahushua, a Sabbath oath, had left us a seed, we had been as Sodom and been made like unto Gomorrah, man. So the Lord don't get us out here, man. All the people are going to think that way, man. All the people are going to go in a way and think that, you know what I'm saying, you should go with men should be with men and women should be with women, man. Because our kids after us, man, they're going to think that way, man. This is the New Living Translation. It says, and Isaiah said the same thing in another place. If Yahweh by Shem Yahushua, the heaven's armies, had not spared a few of our children, we would have been wiped out like Sodom and destroyed like Gomorrah. See that? We'd have been all going separate, going that way, man. Thinking, you know what I'm saying, with a reprobate mind, man. Because that's what they put in the water, they put in the foods, man. They are pretty much trying to make you that way, man. They promoted at school, man. I had an article yesterday I put up, man, where it said a lot of the, I forgot what percentage of it, but a lot of the teenagers are thinking, are coming out as you know what I'm saying, in the alphabet community, man. They are putting it out there and they promoting it, man, daily, man. Verse the Good News Translation, it says, it is as Slocky, it'll be slow down, man. Get excited, man, because I'm kind of pissed about this, man, because we got to endure this, man, to the end, man. It is like Lot was vexed with this holy, vexed spirit was vexed. That's us as well, man. We don't want to see this shit, man. We want our kids to grow up looking at this shit, man. Good News Translation. It is as Isaiah had said before, if the Yahweh Shem Yahushua Almighty had not left us some descendants, we would have become like Sodom. We would have been like Gomorrah, man. So if the Lord don't get us out of here, man, our end is gonna be the same way, man. They trying to they're trying to even turn the animals that way, man. By spraying the stuff in the air, man. And you got to kind of be light with your words, man, because they're gonna probably take this video down, man, because I played those videos in the beginning, man. But yeah, man, if we don't get the fuck out of here, man, everybody's gonna be that way, man. Everybody, man. Because they weaponize and all the shit, everything you eat, everything you drink, but they put it in the air, man. It's fucking, man. You gotta get the fuck out of here, man. You gotta get the fuck out of here, man. This is Isaiah 1, pretty much going to the same thing we just read. And I'm just get the point in verse 9. It says, except Yahweh Bashem Yahushua of hosts had left unto us a very small remnant, we should have been as Sodom, and we should have been like unto Gomorrah, man. So if we don't get out of here, man, we're going to be like Sodom and Gomorrah, man. Which Babylon the Great is going to be destroyed like Sodom and Gomorrah. But we're going to be like the people of Sodom and Gomorrah, man. Because everybody is being poisoned and even go that way, man. It was they lining the cans of food to with the I think it's MSG. I forgot it. I know it's MSG, but it was something that they focused on you turning that way, man. I forgot the exact chemical they put in your bottled waters. They line your bottled waters. They line your canned foods. All your drinks. They line it with that stuff that feminizes you, man. So if we don't get the fuck out of here, man, we're gonna be destroyed, man. Because Esau is. I mean, that's the reason why we read that scripture. Because only a small remnant is going to be left untouched from that way of thinking, man. And that's us men of the Lord, man. They believe and have faith in Yahweh by Shem Shah. These things are going to come against us, but we have to continue to deal with it, man. This is Matthew 10 in verse 13. This is Yahweh Shah. It says, and if the house be worthy, let your peace come unto you. It's like let your peace come upon it. But if it be not worthy, let your peace return to you. And whosoever shall not receive you, nor hear your words, when ye depart out of that city or out of that house. Salaki, man, let me slow down, man. Hey, I'm kind of pissed about this shit, man. But let me continue on. It says, verse 14 again, it says, and whosoever shall not receive you, nor hear your words, when ye depart out of that house or city, shake off the dust of your feet. Verily I say unto you, it shall be more tolerable for that land of Sodom and Gomorrah in the day of judgment than that city, man. So you're going to be destroyed way worse than Sodom and Gomorrah, man. Because you didn't listen. You didn't take heed to the words of the prophets, man. The men of the Lord that prophesying to you daily what's coming, man. What not to do. You know what I'm saying? Even though you might have somebody like in your family, man. But you're supposed to rebuke them and tell them the truth, man. He says, New Living Translation, he says, I tell you the truth. The wicked city of Sodom and Gomorrah will be better off than such a town on the judgment day. See that? You're going to be destroyed way worse than Sodom and Gomorrah, man, because you didn't take heed of the words of the men of the Lord, man. That was Yahweh Shah said that, man. I assure you, Good News Translation, I assure you that on judgment day, power will show more mercy to the people of Sodom and Gomorrah than to the people of that town, man. See that? And Sodom and Gomorrah is rained on by fire, man. But you're going to be utterly wasted, man, with a way more stronger punishment than Sodom and Gomorrah received, man. Because you didn't take heed to the words of the Lord, man. And we are speaking the words of the Lord, man. If you don't agree with it or not, we are speaking the words of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah, man. This is Isaiah 3. And I know sometimes I don't come off, properly, and I don't speak it all the proper terms. I don't read it correctly sometimes. I might overlook a word, man. But I want to do the work of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah, man. This ain't about me personally, man. Because this is all for the Lord, man. I'm doing this because I believe and have faith in Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah. Not because I want people to listen to my videos or believe what I say. No, man. I want to do it because Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah put the spirit on me to do it, man. And that's why I do it, man. Because I believe in this Bible, man. I believe that we are the children of Israel, man. And the Lord is coming back and returning for us to have salvation, man. But we have to rebuke Babylon the Great, man, because this is what has our people in a stronghold, man. These are great delusions, man. This is Isaiah 3, and I'm going to start at verse 8. It says, "For Jerusalem is ruined, and Judah is fallen, because their tongue and their doings are against Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, to provoke the eyes of his glory," man. So our people are provoking the Lord with this witchcraft they're doing, man. Man being with a man turning into a woman, and a woman turning into a man, and that's stupid, man. 9, it says, "The show of their countenance doeth witness against them," man. See, the way you act, the way you walk, and the way you do yourself, changing over, that bear witness against you, man. So you're not going to have any peace, man. You're going to be destroyed, man. It said 9, it says, the show of their countenance doeth witness against them, and they declare their sin as Sodom. See that? You do exactly what Sodom and Gomorrah was destroyed for, man. They hide it not. So they ain't hiding there. So they boasted in it, man. You 2/3, man. You blacks, Hispanic, and Native Americans. You're boast in wickedness, man. Transform yourself into what God intended you not to be, man. Woe unto their souls, man. Destruction unto your soul. For they have rewarded evil unto themselves. See that? The Lord said you have rewarded evil unto yourselves, man. 10, it says, "Say ye to the righteous that it shall be well with him, for they shall eat the fruit of their doing." See that? You men of the Lord that believe and have faith in Yahweh Bashem Yahushua and turning and rebuking this wickedness, it's going to be well with you, man. The Lord going to have mercy on you. Verse 11, it says, "Woe unto the wicked, it shall be ill with him, for the reward of his hands shall be given him." See that? You're going to be given the reward of your hands, man. What you did, man, transform yourself, man. You're gonna get that judgment as Sodom and Gomorrah has received, man. Because you believed in the ways of Babylon the Great, man. You believed in your ways of the oppressor Esau, man, and thinking that what you was into and what you got yourself into was righteous, man, or was right, man. Even if your pastor ain't rebuke you, man, you supposed to search out the truth for yourself. Even if you went that way, man, and you repented and came out of that mindset, man, you supposed to you know what I'm saying, look these things up for yourself, man. But most, if you into that lifestyle, you ain't coming out of it, man. That's a heavy, heavy demon on you that will let you remove yourself from that situation, man. This is Romans 1:25, man. "Who changeth the truth of power into a lie?" See that? "And worship and serve the creature more than the creator," man. So you worship yourself, man, more than you do the Lord, man. You ain't thinking about the Lord, man. "Who is blessed forever, amen." It says, "For this cause power gave them up unto a vile affection, unto vile affections, man. For even their women did change the natural use unto that which is against nature." See that? Women going against what's natural, man. What's nature, man. It says, "And likewise also the man leaving natural use of a woman burn in their lust one toward another," man. Man with man, working that which is unseemly and receiving into themselves that recompense of their error, which was meat, man. So the error is you're going to be destroyed, man. Let's get that in the law real quick. I didn't put it on my list of scriptures, but it's a good time to bring it out. I think it's Leviticus 19. Yeah, man. But yeah, you can't go that route, man. Like I said, if you that mindset, man, more likely you're not gonna come out of it, man, because you don't see nothing wrong with it, man. But these things must be rebuked, man. These things have to be rebuked because we gotta get the fuck out of here, man. We gotta get the fuck out of here. I think it is 19, man. I'm overlooking it, trying to. Just type it in real quick. Salakia, man. I know it's 19, 20, 21. I should have wrote that down. Salakia. Yeah. Yeah, verse 13, it says, this is Leviticus 20 and verse 13, it says, if a man also lieth with mankind as he lieth with a woman, both of them have committed an abomination. They shall surely be put to death. Their blood shall be upon them, man. See, if a man lay with a man, he's going to be put to death, man. And his blood is going to be put on him, man. And that lifestyle comes with that, man. So in the times we in now, you can't put nobody to death, man. But that's the whole point of it, man. We got to get out of here, man, because we living in that same spirit of that place, man. We're living in the spirit of Sodom and Gomorrah, man, and Egypt, because Egypt was heavy into that shit too, man. All their gods and rituals was homosexual and shit, man. Revelations 11 and verse 8, it says, and their dead bodies shall lie in the streets of the great city, which spiritually is Sodom and Egypt, man. In this place, Babylon the Great, man, the daughter of Babylon is truly Sodom and Egypt all in one, man. Where also Yahweh Bashem Yahushua was crucified, so our Lord was taken out of the way, man. So our people don't know that they're erring in that mindset of going after strange flesh, man. But the Lord is not going to let you escape from your doings, man. And you got to know that the Lord is not going to let you escape, man. Though you won't get punished, you haven't got punished right away, but that punishment is coming, man. And it's going to be a heavy judgment that the Lord is going to bring to let you know, man, that he always seen these things, man, and he's raising up the Medes now, man, which is the Russians, man. This is Isaiah 13 and 17. It says, behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it. Their bows, which is their missiles, also shall dash the young man into pieces. It's like it shall dash a young man to pieces, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. Their eyes shall not spare children, and they're not going to spare children, man. And Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency, shall be as when power overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah, man. So the same judgment that Sodom and Gomorrah got, this is going to be the same judgment that Babylon the Great is going to get, man. It's going to be a great judgment that's coming for Babylon the Great, man. This is Jeremiah 49. I just got a couple more scriptures to get through, man. This is Jeremiah 49, and let me just drop down to verse 17. It says, also Edom, also Edom shall be a desolation, man. Everyone that goeth by it shall be astonished, and shall hiss at all the plagues thereof, as in the overthrow of Sodom and Gomorrah. See that Edom kingdom is going to be overthrown just like Sodom and Gomorrah, man. So you see it. It says, Edom shall be a desolation. Everyone that goeth by it shall be astonished, and shall hiss at all the plagues thereof, as in the overthrow of Sodom and Gomorrah and the neighboring cities thereof, saith Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. No man shall abide there, neither shall a son of man dwell in it. See that? Edom is synonymous for Sodom and Gomorrah, man, because wherever they are, a lot of that shit goes on, man. Like in the Holy Land now, they got a place over there called Pink City, man. One of the biggest alphabet parades in the world, man. And that's in the Holy Land. So they have no respect for the Lord, man. They don't think the Lord is going to punish them, man. And what happened to the children of Israel? And he loved us. So what you think he's gonna do to those heathen that he hates? This is Jeremiah 50 and 33. It says, "Thus say Yahweh Hashem Yahushua of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together, and all that took them captives held them fast, man. They refused to let them go, man. So they kept them in a mindset of their country, man, wherever they was at, man. Especially, I'm mostly talking about Babylon the Great, man, because they made them believe what they believe, man. They held them fast, man. They refused to let them return to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Their Redeemer is strong. Yahweh Hashem Yahushua of hosts is his name. He shall thoroughly plead their cause. He may give us rest to the land and disquiet the inhabitation of Babylon. A sword is upon the Chaldeans, saith Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, and upon the inhabitants of Babylon, and upon her princes, and upon her wise men. A sword is upon the liars, and they shall doff. Hold on, man. Let me read that again. It says, a sword is upon the liars, and they shall doff. A sword is upon the mighty men, and they shall be dismayed. A sword is upon their horses, and upon their chariots, and upon all the mingled people that are in the midst of her. And they shall become as women. A sword is upon her treasures, and they shall be robbed, man. See? The Lord said he's going to be like women, man, when a sword comes, man. A drought is upon her waters, and they shall be dried up. For it is the land of graven images, man. That's true. This place is a land of graven images. And they are mad upon their idols. They love their idols, man. And Babylon the Great, they love their idols, man. It says, therefore the wild beasts of the desert with the wild beasts of the islands shall dwell there. And the owls shall dwell therein. And it shall be no more inhabited forever. Neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation. As power overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah and the neighboring cities thereof, saith Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, so shall no man abide there, neither shall any son of man dwell therein, man. So everything is referring back to what happened to Sodom and Gomorrah, man. The destruction that came over Sodom and Gomorrah is the same destruction that's going to come over Babylon the Great, man. And the judgment is near. It's not afar off, man. The judgment is near. This is Revelations 18 and 21. It says, a mighty angel took up a stone like a great millstone and cast it into the sea, saying, thus with violence shall that great city Babylon be thrown down and shall be found no more at all, man. So the same thing happened in Sodom and Gomorrah, same thing is going to happen to Babylon the Great, man. Lord willing was edifying. I'm in it there, man. Shalom.